Hello. Trying to make another video with the lens wagging that I'm doing right now, but I just didn't like it. It was kind of soft on focus, and this super Dagmar better on focus. I'm gonna try this. Okay, so I want to thank you guys for viewing my video, the YouTube one on, discouraging YouTubers from getting started. He was on that 41 times. I don't have any other videos that have been viewed that many times in such a short amount of time. So thank you. I've been thinking about doing different opening for my videos. Ed's more brand new video I saw on YouTube before, and it goes a little something like this. Hey, I'm Seth Welling. I'm a non-disabled blogger with cerebral palsy. Come follow me in my name. I don't know if it works. I don't really like it because I don't like calling myself out on like that. But I don't want people to be turned off by the voice, because it is not what you're used to, not what I'm used to hearing you. Because my head voice doesn't sound like what comes out of my mouth. And trust me, I'm working on it, and hopefully I'll have a solution right soon. Or something. So, I just wanna experiment with light. And I just wanna talk to you about why I don't really do disability videos so much. I view myself as a non-disabled person with a disability, so my life is kind of like your life. I have a job, and I drive a car. I drove a car since I was a sophomore, junior in high school. Got my license for my sophomore summer, and got a car when I started. Oh, this is beautiful. Got a car when I started my junior year, and hey, this is better. So I've been driving for almost 30 years, like 27, 28 years almost, and it's not a big milestone for me, because average savings expectations is most of you. My parents wanted me to go to college, and so then I was able to do that. But really why I'm blogging and stuff is that there's really not too many people out there like me, ones who have average expectancy of what's going to happen in their life. I'm not on disability. I think most people with cerebral palsy or whatever disability are on disability. I happen to work for people who have disabilities, and I drive them around and I help them out, help them integrate into the society that you and I enjoy. And it wasn't my first choice, because I'm a writer, but it was a good choice because I felt that I was actively helping people out instead of sending money. Sending money is good, but actively helping really helps everyone. And I've been doing it about 13 years because um, once this stuff gets into your blood, it's kind of hard to leave because you're just fully invested into your people who you help. And they're invested in you, and it's a really good relationship to be in. And so I still do the job. I'm hopefully not gonna do the job forever because I'd like to experience other things in life, do other travel more, and life. Anyway, so with the part that I know about disabilities, see, I went to public school. I was one of the first people to go to my public school, one of two. And, we were all in classes with the average student because they didn't have special ed back then. They just brought in people as needed. So I got to see speech therapy and physical therapy and stuff during the day. They pulled me from class and it worked. And by the time I was in high school, we had full-blown special ed, but I wasn't in there because I was fully integrated. And everyone, well, not everyone, some people in disability think that inclusion is a new idea, but no, man. I was doing inclusion in the 70s. and now you know how old I am. So it's not a new idea. For some people it's new, but not for me. So, and recently, meeting some people I know and talking with them, some schools, not all schools, some schools are not fully invested in this inclusion idea. And it's sad because they're turning out people into what I like to term the disabled industry. You go from, school to another school that trains you, and then you go to the place where I am, where I help them. And that's good for some people, but it's not good for everyone. Nothing is good for everyone. People are individuals. And I know people who I would not put them in, my industry if they were my kid. Because they can go to college, they need support, but they can do it. And if you can do it, you might as well, because you'll have a probably more satisfying life if you're not in the industry, if you're not getting rides from me around. Maybe you'll never drive, but you have a job, and people who receive assistance, some of them can't even get married, because if they do get married, I don't know if it's always the case, but if they do get married, they lose their benefits, their Medicaid, their SI, and it becomes totally the job of their spouse to take care of them. And that isn't fair because no one can do that unless you're Prince Charles or something. Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, you have a lot of money. And no one has a lot of money. Everyone, basically everyone wants to get married. So you're stealing that experience from someone, and it's just shouldn't be that way, in my opinion. You should want people to reach for the stars, and if they don't, set the world on fire, they're no better than the rest of us who don't set the world on fire, but we have good lives. So, it needs to change, and just maybe they can't drive a car, or maybe they go into tech school instead of college, which is a viable option, very viable. Some of the people I know are electricians, and they make a really good living, or HVAC people, heating and cooling, really good living there too. It's not all about going to college. It's all about doing what you want to do. Doing what you're good at. And so, they might not be able to drive a truck. They can ride around in a truck and work on houses and businesses and give electricity to new homeowners, stuff like that. Gives you a better in a satisfaction way. I'm more satisfied with my job because I chose to do my job. I wasn't forced in it, like this is my only opportunity. So that's why, roundabout way, that was why I don't go driving when you have cerebral palsy. I don't do videos like that because obviously I drive. It's not a weird thing, and it would be different if you were visually impaired, and then it was. But I just don't like to sensationalize my disability in that way, and I don't begrudge anyone who does because, they're a different person. They have different accomplishments, and maybe this is a big thing for them because I don't know. You don't know a person unless you walk a mile in their shoes, so I don't know. And they have every right to make whatever videos they want. And I have every right to say, that's not what I want to make. I'll show you me driving. I'll probably be showing it soon. And it's not proof of concept. Because I drive 300 miles a week. Like, literally 300 miles a week. Probably more than you. So, I don't have anything to prove about that, or I mentioned where I go to college or not. And it's just not that I want to shove it in someone's face, but I'm proud of it because I've always wanted to go there. I have proof from when I was 10 years old. And I said someday I want to go to Dartmouth, and I was able to make good on that idea. And that's been a pretty, pretty special because, how do you know? You don't know what the future's gonna hold. No one does. You're gonna maybe get married, have a job, have kids, but you don't know the exact specifics. And so, this is a roundabout way of, maybe it's like a manifesto. And I didn't want it to be this long, 17 minutes, but I just like talking to you guys. I like doing weird stuff like using a camera lens from 1975 on an iPhone. I think it's 75. I've seen it from 68 to 75. That's when they made the Tagoma lens that I'm holding on my camera. So, let's see if I can do that. Number well, I'm gonna have to take it with another camera. That's what I'll do. If you like this video with my huge face all luminescent and doing some weird like leaks like that. There we go. So if you like this video, click like, subscribe, hit my bell so you can get my notifications, and I'll see you in the next one. Maybe it'll be a weird video like this, maybe not. So I want you to have a good night. I want you to have a good week.